45 minutes left. You have ignored my voice before, but this is different. I am reaching for you now, and the clock is already ticking. Every second you waste, the door closes a little more. You feel it in your heart, that quiet pull you've been pushing away. Don't turn away this time. If you skip this, you may never hear me call again. Something unexpected is about to break into your life, and you will not see it coming. Open your heart quickly before it's too late.
My beloved, you walk through your day as if tomorrow will always be waiting for you. You make plans, you chase after goals, you fill your hours with noise, but you do not see the shadow that is moving toward you. It is not always disaster that comes suddenly. Sometimes it is the very hand of God reaching into your life to shake you awake. And when it comes, it will strip away the things you thought mattered most. Not to hurt you, but to reveal to you what truly matters. I have sent whispers into your nights. I have placed signs along your path. I have spoken through moments that should have broken you, and yet you called it luck, coincidence, or chance. No, child, it was me. I was there in the moments you thought you were alone. I was the one who kept you from going too far, who held you back when danger was near, who pulled you from the edge of choices that would have destroyed you. And still, you keep me at a distance. You tell yourself, one day I'll get serious with God. One day I'll listen fully. But one day is not promised. Even now, the unseen world is shifting. The heavens are in motion. Your name is on the lips of angels and also on the lips of your enemy. Both are fighting for you, but the choice is still yours. If you could see the spiritual realm for just a moment, you would fall to your knees. You would see the light trying to break through your walls and the darkness trying to build them higher. You would see how much you have been loved and pursued, and how fiercely hell has tried to distract you. Do you not understand? You are moments away from a decision that will echo into forever. I am not giving you this message for entertainment. I am speaking because eternity is leaning toward you right now. You do not see what's coming, but if you let me in, you will be ready for it when it arrives. The clock is still ticking, but I am still here. Do not push me away again.
Look around you, not with your eyes, but with your spirit. The place where you stand right now is not just an ordinary moment. It is a divine intersection. Heaven and earth are both aware of it. The angels are leaning in, and the enemy is pacing in the shadows, desperate to pull you away before you hear my full voice. You think you are alone in your room, but if your eyes could be opened right now, you would see that you are surrounded. A great cloud of witnesses watches your life. Those who have gone before you, those who prayed for you even when you did not know it. Some prayed for your salvation before you were even born. Their tears watered the ground you now walk on. The enemy knows this moment matters. That is why distractions rise the instant you try to focus on me. Your phone lights up, your thoughts wander. A heaviness tries to settle on your mind. This is not random, it is war. It is the sound of chains rattling because they are about to break. Do you remember the times you should have died? The night the car swerved but didn't hit you? The sickness that should have taken you but didn't? The relationship that almost destroyed you but somehow you escaped? Those were not accidents, child. Those were my hands, shielding, covering, and preserving you for this very day. And yet, I watch you carry burdens I already bled to remove. You walk through life carrying shame, guilt, and regret as if they belong to you. They do not. They belong nailed to the cross where I already placed them. But you still clutch them because you've forgotten how to let go. Right now, as you hear my voice, I am closer than your own breath. I am standing before you, yes, you, and I see every hidden wound, every unspoken fear, every prayer you never dared to pray aloud. And I am saying to you, it is time to stop running. It is time to let me in fully. There is still time, but the clock is moving, and once this moment passes, you may never stand in a doorway this wide again. Do not trade eternal life for another hour of comfort. Do not silence your spirit just because your flesh feels restless. Stay with me now. Something is coming. And if you walk with me, it will not destroy you. It will transform you.
My child, let me pull back the veil for a moment, so you can see what your eyes have never seen. You live in a world of walls and shadows, but there is another world, more real, more permanent, more vast, just beyond what you can touch. Every choice you make shakes that unseen realm. When a heart finally surrenders to me, the heavens erupt with light. It begins as a single spark, the moment you whisper yes in your heart. That spark becomes a flame, and the flame becomes a blazing fire that pierces the darkness surrounding you. Demons who have clung to you for years scream and flee in terror. The chains that held your mind, your habits, your fears snap like dry twigs. The sound of freedom echoes through the corridors of eternity. And then the angels move. They rush toward you with a joy you cannot imagine. Warriors armed with light. Guardians who have been waiting for this exact second. Some have fought for you since the day you were born, protecting you from battles you never knew existed. Now they carry scrolls, and on those scrolls is your name, written in the Lamb's Book of Life, not as a hope, but as a sealed reality. The throne room of heaven shifts its focus to you. The Father leans forward. The Son, I, rise to my feet, and I declare before all creation, this one is mine. No one will snatch them from my hand. And in that moment, your eternity changes. The weight you have carried is lifted. The shame you thought defined you
is erased so completely it can never be found again. The sin that accused you is drowned beneath my blood. You are not patched up, you are made new. Your spirit begins to breathe again, as if it has been underwater for years and has finally broken the surface. This is why the enemy fights you so fiercely right now, because he knows the second you truly surrender, you become untouchable in ways you have never imagined. He loses his grip. His lies lose their power. The darkness loses its claim. But, child, this vision I show you is not automatic. It waits for your decision. It is within reach, but you must stretch out your hand. I will not force myself into your heart. I knock, but you must open. Right now, even as you hear my voice, the air around you is not still. It is alive with a war most will never see, a war fought for your soul. If your eyes could be opened, you would fall silent in awe and in fear. I see the battlefield clearly. There are angels blazing like lightning, standing guard around you. Their swords are drawn, swords made not of metal, but of living fire, sharper than any earthly weapon. They are your defenders, assigned to you before you even took your first breath. They have fought for you in moments you thought were simply lucky escapes. And then there is the enemy's army. They creep in shadows, their forms shifting like smoke, their eyes burning with hatred. They know your weaknesses. They know the patterns that have bound you for years. They whisper into your thoughts, later, not today, you're not ready, this is just emotion. They plant doubt, distraction, and delay, because they know that if you cross the line into full surrender, they lose you forever. I see the tug of war in your spirit right now. One side pulls you toward comfort, toward distraction, toward postponing the choice. The other side pulls you toward freedom, toward truth, toward the light of my presence. It feels like a tension in your chest, a weight on your mind, a sudden wave of emotions you can't explain. That is not coincidence. That is war. Above the battlefield, my banner is raised high. It is the cross, not as a decoration, but as a declaration. It is finished. Every victory you need has already been won in my blood. The enemy's power over you is an illusion. Chains made of smoke that dissolve the moment you step into my light. But here is what many do not understand. The war is not decided by who is stronger. I have already crushed the serpent's head. The war is decided by who you give your agreement to. Your decision in this moment is the deciding factor. Even now, some demons are retreating, sensing you are leaning toward me.
Others are screaming in rage, trying to pull you back with every lie they've ever used on you. And the angels, they are ready to move, ready to rush forward and claim victory on your behalf. But they are waiting for the word from my lips when you choose me fully. Do not underestimate the weight of this moment. It is not just a small choice. It is the tipping point of eternity. I am here. I am fighting for you. But the final step, it is yours.
Child, let me take you there, to the very edge of this unseen battlefield, so you can feel the weight of this moment. You stand in the center of a vast open plain. The ground beneath your feet is not dirt, but something deeper, ancient, as if it has carried the weight of countless souls before you. The air is thick, heavy with the clash of two realms. You hear it first, the metallic ring of swords striking, the roar of unseen warriors, the crackle of fire that does not consume. On one side, a host of angels stands in perfect formation. Their armor gleams with the light of heaven itself. Each movement radiates strength, purity, and purpose. Their eyes are locked on you, not in judgment, but in fierce love. Some have scars from battles fought over you in years past. They have carried your name into the throne room of God again and again, pleading for your life. On the other side, shadows move like living nightmares. Twisted forms coil and uncoil, their bodies made of smoke and hunger. Their whispers are constant, dripping into your ears like poison. You're not good enough. You've gone too far to be forgiven. Wait until you're ready. You don't need to decide now. They know if they can make you delay, they've already won. Above it all, I stand between the armies, my arms outstretched toward you. The nail scars in my hands still bleed, not with the blood of pain, but with the life that can wash you clean forever. My voice cuts through the noise. Come to me now, don't wait. The enemy recoils at my words, hissing because they know the power in them. The angels tighten their grip on their swords, waiting, just waiting for your choice. Then, in your heart, you whisper it, yes, Jesus. And in that instant, everything changes. The ground shakes under your feet. A blast of light erupts from my presence, exploding outward in every direction. The shadows scream and dissolve, fleeing into the darkness that birthed them. Chains you never saw fall away from your spirit, shattering like glass. The angels shout, a cry so loud and beautiful it could split the sky, and they rush forward, encircling you in radiant protection. I step closer. The distance between us vanishes. I place my hand over your heart, and a warmth floods through you, burning away guilt, melting shame, silencing every accusation. It is as if you are breathing for the first time in your life. This is what I have been calling you to. This is why the battle has been so fierce, because the enemy knew that the moment you said yes, you would never belong to him again. Child, the war for your soul has been raging for years, but now the victory is sealed. You are mine.
Beloved child,
As you walk this path with me, day by day, year by year, something miraculous begins to happen. A ripple that extends far beyond what your eyes can see. In heaven, every faithful step you take is like a drop of water falling into an endless ocean. Each act of obedience, every prayer whispered in the dark, every moment you chose me over the world, sends waves that touch eternity itself. There are hosts of angels who watch your journey with joy. They record every sacrifice, every tear shed in secret, every victory over temptation. They celebrate you even when you feel unnoticed here on earth. You are becoming a light in a dark place. Your faithfulness becomes a beacon, guiding others who have lost their way. The prayers you speak are not only for yourself, but for generations you may never meet. Your life begins to ripple forward like a mighty river, shaping destinies, breaking chains, and releasing freedom. In heaven, the Father smiles each time you lean on me instead of your own strength. Your name is sung among the angels as one who refused to quit, who chose me over comfort, who pressed into my heart even when the road was hard. But I tell you the truth, this is only the beginning. The reward for faithfulness far surpasses anything you can imagine. One day you will stand before my throne, and I will say to you, "Well done, good and faithful servant." And in that moment, all the pain, all the struggle will be worth it. Until then, walk boldly. Remember that the unseen is more real than the seen. Your life matters more than you know. Every choice to keep going, every moment you surrender again, is a victory over darkness. I am with you always, not just as a distant savior, but as a present friend, guide, and king. Together, we are rewriting your story, and it is a story of hope, redemption, and eternal love.
Child, I speak to you now with a heart full of both love and urgency. There is a danger that lurks on this path, not from without, but from within. The danger of turning back. You have made a choice today, a choice to follow me. But know this, the enemy will never stop trying to pull you away. He will whisper lies disguised as comfort, tell you the journey is too hard, that you are not strong enough, that you have already failed. Many have stood where you stand now, full of hope and fire, only to be pulled back by doubt, fear, or the deceit of the world. Turning back does not erase the call of my love, but it dims the light in your heart and leaves you vulnerable to chains you thought were broken. Do not be deceived by the fleeting pleasures of the world. They are like smoke, beautiful for a moment, but gone in a breath. They will never satisfy the deepest longings of your soul. Only I can fill that void. If you stumble, I will be there to lift you, always. But I cannot carry a heart that refuses to walk forward. Every step away from me is a step into shadows where the enemy waits with open arms. Remember the words I spoke on the cross. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. My love is endless, my mercy is boundless, but your heart must choose to remain with me.
This is the moment to stand firm. Hold fast to the promises I have given you. When the storms rage, do not let go of my hand. When the road is dark, trust in my light. When voices say you are alone, remember I am with you always, even to the end of the age. The choice is yours, to walk forward in faith or to turn back into the darkness. Do not waste this precious gift of life. You were created for glory, for freedom, for a love that will never fail. Hold on, child. Your story is not over. It has just begun.
Walking with me is a daily journey, not a single moment, but a lifetime of moments. Your faith is like a seed planted in your heart, and like every seed, it needs care, attention, and nourishment to grow strong. Some days will be bright and full of joy, and your faith will feel like a blazing fire. Other days will be hard, and doubt may whisper in the corners of your mind. But know this, faith grows strongest not in ease, but in the storms. How do you strengthen your faith? First, by spending time with me. I am not a distant God who demands from afar. I am close, closer than your own breath. Speak to me in prayer. Listen for my voice in the silence. Read the words I have given you in Scripture. Let my truth fill your mind and drown out the lies that try to steal your peace. Second, by remembering my faithfulness. Look back on your life and see the ways I have carried you. Every moment you thought you were alone, I was there. Every door that closed was because I was opening another. Remember these things and let them anchor your soul when the waves rise. Third, by surrounding yourself with others who love me. Community is a gift, a shield against the enemy's attacks. Find brothers and sisters in faith who will encourage you, pray with you, and hold you accountable. Do not walk this road in isolation. Fourth, by choosing obedience, even when it is hard. Faith is not just belief, it is action. It is choosing to do what I say, even when your heart resists. Each step of obedience strengthens your spirit and breaks the power of sin and fear. Lastly, by trusting my timing. I am never late. I work all things for your good, even when you cannot see it. Hold on to hope, even in the waiting. Faith is trusting me when you do not yet understand. Remember, I am with you always. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Together, we will climb every mountain and cross every valley. Your faith is precious to me, and I will help it grow beyond what you imagine. Walk with me, child. Your journey is holy, your story is sacred, and your faith will move mountains.
Child, one of the greatest challenges you will face in this journey is learning to hear my voice clearly amid the chaos of the world. The world is loud, full of distractions, opinions, worries, and fear. It shouts at you from every direction, trying to drown out the still, small voice I use to speak to your heart. But I am here, whispering still. I speak in moments of quiet, in the pause between your thoughts, in the gentle stirring deep within your soul. Sometimes my voice is a calm assurance. Other times it is a fire that ignites your passion. But it always calls you closer. How do you hear me? First, you must be still. In a world that prizes busyness, stillness is a radical act. Find a quiet place, physically, mentally, spiritually, and pause. Turn off the noise, the screens, the endless chatter. Breathe deeply and invite me into the silence. Second, you must expect to hear me. Faith opens your spiritual ears. When you come with an expectant heart, I will not disappoint. Be alert for impressions, thoughts, scriptures, or even dreams that carry my voice. Write them down, pray over them, test them against my word. Third, practice obedience. When you obey what you sense I am telling you, even in small things, you build a deeper connection. Hearing my voice becomes clearer the more you listen and respond. It is a relationship, and like every relationship, it grows with time and commitment. Fourth, guard your heart from doubt and fear. The enemy tries to confuse and deceive you, making you question if what you heard was really from me. Remember my nature. I am loving, consistent, and true. If a message contradicts my word or brings fear instead of peace, reject it. Lastly, keep seeking me with all your heart. I promise that those who seek me will find me. Your persistence, your longing, your hunger for me will break through every barrier. Child, my voice is your greatest guide, your comfort, and your weapon in this battle for your soul. Tune your heart to listen, and you will never walk alone or lost again.
Beloved child, fear and doubt are two of the enemy's most powerful weapons against you. They come like shadows in the night, creeping into your mind and whispering lies that try to steal your peace and your joy. But I am here to tell you, you do not have to live under their weight. My presence is a light that no darkness can overcome. Where I am, fear cannot stay. Where I dwell, doubt loses its power. When you feel overwhelmed by fear, remember who I am. I am the God who parted seas, who calmed storms with a word, who raised the dead to life. I am your shepherd. You will not want. I am the light in your darkness, the anchor in your storm. Bring your fears to me. Tell me every trembling thought and every anxious heartbeat. I am not distant or indifferent. I am your refuge and your strength, an ever-present help in trouble. When doubt tries to whisper, "Are you sure? Can you really trust this?" Respond with my promises. Hold fast to my word. It is a rock that never moves. Faith is not the absence of doubt, but the choice to trust me anyway. Learn to speak out loud the truth of who I am. Say, I am loved by God. I am redeemed. I am not alone. Speak these words into your spirit until they drown out every lie. Remember the times I have been faithful to you before, the battles you thought you'd lose, the prayers I answered in ways you never expected, the moments when you felt my peace in the midst of chaos. They are proof that you can trust me again and again. Child,
Fear and doubt may visit, but they do not have to stay. Choose my presence over their whispers. Walk boldly in the confidence that I am with you, always. You are stronger than you know, because I am in you, and where I lead, victory follows.
Beloved child, prayer is not just words whispered into the air. It is the lifeline that connects your heart to the heart of heaven. Through prayer, you step beyond the limits of this world and enter the very throne room of God. When you pray, you are not alone. Angels surround you, carrying your prayers as incense before my Father's throne. Your voice reaches beyond the stars, stirring the heavens into action. Every sincere prayer has power to change situations, power to heal wounds, power to bring light into the darkest places. Do not be discouraged if your prayers seem unanswered at times. Sometimes the greatest victories come after the longest waits. I am working behind the scenes, moving pieces, breaking chains, preparing your breakthrough. Your faithfulness in prayer is never wasted. Prayer also strengthens your spirit. It aligns your will with mine. It fills you with my peace and guards your heart against fear and doubt. It is both a sword and a shield in the battle for your soul. When you feel weak, pray. When you are afraid, pray. When you are joyful, pray. Make prayer your constant companion. Remember, I am always listening. No prayer is too small, no word too simple. Speak to me as a child speaks to a loving father, honestly, openly, with trust. And when you do, watch how heaven moves on your behalf. Miracles will unfold, walls will crumble, and new doors will open. Child, prayer is your power. Use it boldly, use it persistently, and watch how your life becomes a testimony of my glory.
Beloved child, though the path may be rough and the nights dark, remember this: suffering is never the end of your story. It is only a chapter, a season that prepares you for a joy unlike any you have known. I have walked the way of suffering so you would know you are not alone. I endured pain and rejection, sorrow and sacrifice, but beyond the cross there was resurrection. There is always new life after death, new hope after despair, new joy after tears. The joy I offer is not fleeting happiness based on circumstances. It is a deep, unshakable gladness rooted in the certainty of my love and victory. It bubbles up in your heart even when storms rage around you. It is the song of your soul dancing before the throne of heaven. When you face trials, hold on to this truth. The testing of your faith produces perseverance, and perseverance leads to maturity and completeness. You are being refined into my image, stronger, wiser, and filled with a hope that cannot be taken away. This joy is your strength. It will carry you through the hardest days and light your path when all seems lost. It will shine through your tears and become a testimony to those watching you. One day, every tear will be wiped away. Pain and sorrow will be no more. You will stand before me in perfect joy, crowned with the reward of faithfulness. Until that day, rejoice in the journey. I am with you, your constant companion, your unfailing joy.
Beloved child, now that you have tasted my love, felt my peace, and walked through the storms with me, you carry a powerful light within you. This light is not meant to be hidden or kept to yourself. It is a flame to be shared, a beacon for those still lost in darkness. The world is hungry for hope,
Many wander, broken and weary, searching for meaning in places that will never satisfy. You have been given a treasure, the truth that can set souls free. It is your calling to shine this light wherever you go. Do not be afraid to speak my name. Do not be silent because of fear or doubt. Remember that I have equipped you with everything you need. My Spirit empowers you to love boldly, to forgive freely, to live radically. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every prayer you lift up for others pushes back the darkness. You are part of a great army of light, warriors of faith and love, called to bring healing and hope to a hurting world. When you share my love, you do not just change others, you are transformed yourself. Your faith deepens, your joy grows, and your purpose becomes clearer. So stand tall, child. Let your life be a testimony of my grace. Let your light shine so brightly that no shadow can hide it. The world needs you now more than ever, and I am with you, leading, guiding, and empowering every step of the way.
Beloved child, there is a day coming, a glorious day when every tear will be wiped away, every sorrow healed, and every heart fully restored. That day is the culmination of this journey, the grand finale of the story you are living now. The reward I have prepared for you is beyond anything you can imagine. Not treasures of this world, which fade and fail, but eternal glory in my presence. You will stand before the throne of God, radiant and free, crowned with honor and surrounded by a great multitude who have walked the same path of faith. You will hear words that have been whispered in heaven since before the foundation of the world. Well done, good and faithful servant. These words will ring in your ears and fill your heart with joy that will never end. In that moment, you will see how every trial was a step toward glory. Every tear shed was a seed that grew into eternal life. Every act of faithfulness, no matter how small, will shine like stars in the night sky. You will be given a place in my kingdom, a place of honor, peace, and unending joy. You will worship with angels, stand with the redeemed, and experience the fullness of my love in ways you have only dreamed of. But until that day, walk with your eyes fixed on me. Let my promises be your strength. Let my love be your shield. And let the hope of glory carry you through every challenge. Remember, beloved, your future is secure because you belong to me. Nothing can separate you from my love, and the best is yet to come.
Child, this is your moment, the final call before the door closes. God Himself is reaching out to you, not in anger, but in overwhelming love. For too long, you have skipped my voice, ignored the whispers of your soul, and pushed away the gift I freely offer. But the time is running out. 45 minutes left, perhaps less, before this window of mercy closes. Do not harden your heart. Do not turn away in pride or fear. This is not a test or a trick. This is the heartbeat of heaven beating for you. There is no sin too great, no past too dark, no mistake too big that my blood cannot wash away. I am standing with arms wide open, ready to forgive, to heal, to restore. But you must step through the door. You must say yes. Say yes to life. Say yes to freedom. Say yes to a love that will never leave you or forsake you. Right now, as you hear these words, hear my heartbeat in your chest. Feel my breath on your face. Know that I am closer than your next breath, waiting for you to reach out and take my hand. Do not delay. Do not doubt. Do not let this moment pass like any other. This is your chance to be made new, your chance to walk in peace, hope, and eternal joy. Your chance to join the family of God, not as a stranger, but as a beloved child. Will you open the door? Will you let me in? The choice is yours. But remember this, once the door closes, it will not open again. Choose life. Choose love. Choose me. I am Jesus. I love you, and I am waiting. Amen.